So if your ex is in a rebound relationship, it might feel hopeless. It might feel as if there's no chance of getting back together and as if you should just give up. However, we've helped people to get back together with their partners who have been in rebound relationships for, many, many, many years now. What I want to do is let you know that, first of all, there is a way that you can do this, but you have to understand certain things that are in play first. You have to understand how to break the rebound spell. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So please stay tuned through to the end because we're going to be covering a lot of things as well here in this video. Plus, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and actually convince your ex to break up with their rebound. So please watch through all the way to the end. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. Now, once again, you can't just go ahead and just have one conversation with your partner, one phone call, one meetup or something like that and say, hey, that rebound is a bad person. You should just break up with them, right? You can't just do that, unfortunately. I would make things so much more easier if you could, but that's just unfortunately not how it works, like 999 times out of 1,000. If it's not gonna work for you, what actually will work? This is going to all take place within the understanding that you have done something to drop the romantic pressure and to get on the same team. These are things we've talked about in the past. Longtime subscribers of this channel already know that these are huge topics when it comes to saving a relationship. But we'll go ahead and kind of assume that that's in place before we go ahead and proceed here. So if you're able to create this space, if you're able to create this context between you and your partner where you're able to connect and at least interact and talk more often, then you actually have the perfect setup for building that connection between the two of you and for convincing them that you are the better choice between them and the rebound. And so in order to really make this work, you have to demonstrate to them a couple of things here. Number one, you have to demonstrate to them that they're not walking back into the same relationship that they walked out of in the first place. They wouldn't even consider feeling anything romantically towards you or getting back together with you or anything like that if they thought it was just going to be the same relationship with the same problems that was going to end in the same breakup all over again. If you need to, look back at your time together, look back at what didn't work and say, okay, what is it I need to change here? Do I need to reprioritize certain things in my life? Do I need to take a certain area of my life in a more positive direction, etc.? I don't know. I don't know if you need to work on your patience, your career, if you need to, whatever, but you probably have a better sense than I do. The second thing that you really want to do is demonstrate to them that you can connect with one another on an emotional level in a strong sort of way. If you're able to build up this emotional connection through things that we call advanced relational skills, then this is going to really help demonstrate to them that the two of you are really having a lot in common and that the two of you should really consider what it might be possible between the two of you. This actually causes a huge psychological thing to happen between you and them. Before we go ahead and get into that though, if you do like these videos that we put together, please help a guy out with his YouTube channel by ever so gently touching with your feather soft finger the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. It is a free way to help out the channel and I greatly appreciate all the support that you're able to give us. As you do this, something very important psychologically happens with your ex. Instead of comparing you to the rebound, they now start to focus in on you and they start to say, look at that. I thought I broke up with someone who had a temper, but what I'm seeing when we interact with one another is someone who's calm and peaceful. I thought I broke up with someone who only prioritized work, but what I'm seeing is someone who is living a rich and full life. I thought I broke up with someone who was self-absorbed, but now I'm seeing someone who's generous and kind and compassionate. And what happens is they start to focus in solely on the differences between the version of you that they broke up with versus the version of you that they see when the two of you are interacting with one another. And this pulls their attention away from the rebound entirely. Now, this is all happening because of a psychological effect called the decoy strategy or the decoy effect. And this was first really popularized by someone named Dan Ariely, who wrote a book called Predictably Irrational, I think probably something like about 10 years or so ago now, in which he basically did this similar experiment with New York Times digital versus print subscription options. He says he discovered that human beings have a hard time comparing two very different things to one another. They have a hard time saying like, hey, is my rebound better than my ex? My ex better than my rebound? I don't know. It's hard to say. They're different people. If given that sort of difficult situation, and a third option is introduced where there's two similar things, they tend to take their focus off of the different thing and put it onto the two similar things, which then causes them to say, okay, well, I don't know if these two different people I don't know which one is better or worse. This person who I broke up with versus this person I'm seeing who's gotten all the problems taken care of, I'm actually more inclined to choose to be with the person who's got the problems taken care of, right? He then goes on to elaborate in the book about how this applies to dating and relationships and things like that as well too. This is going to stand out. So it's really, really important that you walk the walk and that you talk the talk. This isn't just about having a couple clever one-liners or something like that and then just going back into your old ways that got you in trouble in the first place. Because you have to really leverage their opinion of you by demonstrating to them that they're not walking back into the same relationship and that the two of you are connecting in a much better way. Again, we've talked for so much on this channel about how the emotional connection is absolutely critical in terms of being the main thing that you want to focus on. More so than what are they doing with the rebound, more so than how close are they getting, more so than, oh my goodness, how long has it been, more so than what their attachment style is, more so than what their personality style is, more so than what their love language is, etc. If you can just stay focused in on the emotional connection, you've got this. And this is one illustration of how this definitely plays out between you and your partner. Now, what you may need to do as you start to go down this road is you may start to notice that they do like connecting with you, but they're starting to become increasingly more uncomfortable. And the reason why this is because they obviously do enjoy connecting with you, but there's this decision that they are feeling looming on the horizon. Even if you have reduced the romantic pressure, there's this decision that they're feeling is sort of out there. It says, hey, are we going to get back together? Is there something going on? Do I still have feelings for you? And the more that the two of you connect and the more they start to choose you by you leveraging the decoy strategy, is this decision is going to start to seem as if it's coming closer and closer. And this is going to make them uncomfortable because this is not necessarily going to be an easy choice for them to make. And so what you might need to really know how to do next is to learn how to encourage them to choose to end things with their rebound relationship, making a path for the two of you to get back together. And if that's something that you want to learn how to do, check out this video right over here where we go into exactly how to do that. This is absolutely critical. This is absolutely pivotal. And I don't want you to overlook this because this is one of the most important strategies that you can know when it comes to clearing that path for the two of you to get back together and getting them to end that rebound relationship. Watch this video next and I'll talk to you over there.